What is up, everybody? Welcome back to our, can't believe I'm saying this, our 10th edition of Unhinged and Undocumented.
Yeah, that flew
What
by
is
quick.
going I know, right? What is going on, everybody? I am the big man joining you here tonight. With me is one half of the Twin Magic, Mr. Rafe.
What's up, guys?
And as always, our resident undocumented man will be joining us here shortly, and then we are going to be a group of 3 tonight. But hey, we're still going to have a good show tonight. Rafe, we made 10, man. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Even after our early scare when we got that one episode taken down.
Yeah, for some dumb shit. And TikTok banned our first account for some dumbass reason.
I remember the day that happened. Just kind of like, the fuck?
Yeah.
But hey, it's all
You
good.
said a bad word.
Hey, it's in the title, man. It's Unhinged and Undocumented.
I think that's what they're worried about.
Well, come on. We haven't flown off the rails too hard. I don't think we have anyway.
No. Not on stream anyway.
Right? Not on stream. Now, when we hit stop recording, things tend to happen. But, it is. Well, anyway, welcome back to another episode of Unhinged and Undocumented, you guys. We got a lot to talk about today, so while we wait for our resident undocumented man to jump on and join us, me and Rick are going to entertain y'all with a little bit of what's been going on this past weekend, and that is
Damn right.
Hell yeah, it's so good to see football back on the TV again, isn't it? I mean, I would take my hat off, hang on, see if I can get a quick turnaround there. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. We are just so excited that football is finally back. I mean, I have been dying without it.
It's depressing during the off season.
It really is.
Bad.
It really is. I mean, but I slowly, it sounds really bad for me saying it because I'm in the event of planning my wedding and moving towards getting married. This should be the happiest time of my life and whatnot. And I'm over here depressed because there's no football on TV.
They're like, do you take this woman? I do, but I miss football.
Yeah. How many days till football season? Oh, it's so horrible.
Unhinged, folks. Unhinged.
Unhinged. Hey, so we're going to talk to y'all a little bit about some football. We had some preseason week 2 games going on this week. And, let's just go ahead and talk about it. I mean, we're diehard Dallas Cowboys fans, so let's talk about the Cowboys. Rafe, what did you see in the Cowboys versus Las Vegas Raiders game, which we did come away with the dubs?
Yes, we sure did. I'll be honest with you. I saw a lot more upside in this game than I did in week 1. The defense looks like they're coming together, whether it's second, third string, whatever. We had Kamon Hall had a 69-yard pick six, and he hopped that route like that was.
He jumped that route beautifully.
Yeah, he couldn't have done it any better. And to be honest with you, after the first week, Trey Lance looked okay. This week, he looked a little bit better, a little more calm, collected in himself.
I agree. I think he looked a lot better. I mean, he's clearly clearly as it stands. I definitely think that Cooper Rush still holds on to QB number 2.
Yeah, considering he went 5-1 that season where he had to play.
Yeah, exactly. But I definitely think that Trey Lance is making a good argument for number 2. So Cooper Rush only played 1 or 2 series, I think, and then they pulled him.
He played 1. He went 1 for 3.
Yeah, exactly. I have the stats in front of me as well. Trey Lance went the rest of the way, and his stat line was okay. I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, his completions to incompletions wasn't too bad. He went 15 for 23 with 151 yards, averaging 6.6 yards, and he had a touchdown and no interceptions and no sacks. His QB rating for the game was a 98.3.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. I thought I was actually out during that game, and I did where I was out at. I did see the game going, and he did look. He looked pretty decent. Dude, gotta tell you though, my favorite part of the game. Well, I had two favorite parts of the game, but my favorite part of the game was seeing little man Deuce Vaughn breaking ankles.
Oh yeah, man, that was nasty.
Deuce is loose.
And
I love it.
I was actually just telling Jake about that the other day because us being UT fans, hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em.
We got to see Deuce Vaughn twice a year for 2-3 years, or not twice a year, but we got to see him for 2-3 years whenever he played for K-State.
Yeah, when he played for K-State.
So I mean, and he was a terror against UT.
Yeah, that alone gives me PTSD.
Yeah.
So, but it was good seeing him. He looked like he's ahead of his injuries finally.
Mm-hmm.
He was good. I mean, he only had 5 carries for 34 yards, but he averaged 6.8.
Yep.
So not bad. He looked good. The only other person who had more carries than him was Trey Lance.
Who averaged what, 5?
Averaged 4.9. Okay. So just about 5.
Yeah.
And then he had the lone rushing touchdown as well. So, but your overall perspective of the game, Rafe, what did you think about how Dallas looked?
Like I said earlier, I think they look better just in general. Yeah. I think getting closer to the season, I think they're coming together more as a team. I think put it this way, if one of our starters, God forbid, gets hurt, I wouldn't be too worried about the defense on the back end because these second and third string corners and safeties and the back end in general, just they look good.
Yeah, I do. I think they look great. I mean, and
I'll be 100% honest with you. I think it's the coach. Al Harris is a bad dude, man.
Oh, Al Harris is a fantastic defensive backs coach. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
And that's not just coming from a Cowboys fan standpoint. I think Al Harris is a bad man.
I thought he should have taken the defensive coordinator position, to be honest with you.
It would have been great to see him as the defensive coordinator. I was all for it. But I mean, with Mike Zimmer stepping into the fold and whatnot, I think Mike Zimmer's doing a lot of good things with the defense.
Yes,
I really do. I mean, we talked about it last week. Mozzie Smith is finally looking to form. We have some linebackers. Demarion Overshone is back for his official non-official rookie season because he tore ACL last year during preseason, and he's looking to form. He's flying to the ball just like he did at Texas.
Yep.
Of course, the corners and Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs, Lewis. I mean, they look solid. They look all around. And of course, Michael Parsons on one side, and Zimmer's got him playing on the line and then backing off to linebacker. I think our defense doesn't look that bad, honestly.
No, and to be honest with you, when I saw Sam Williams go down, I was kind of like, I mean, that's a hit, but to be honest with you, from what I've seen from Marshawn Nealon, he looks good.
Yeah,
he's quick off the ball. He's not too big of a power rusher, but he's got a little bit of finesse in him, so I think they'll be okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us for episode number 10 is our Mr. Chris Corpus.
Oh my God! Let me get my camera going here. There we go.
Whoa.
My bad. Didn't mean to do that.
Celebrate tonight, man! It's episode number 10.
You got the GOAT Randy Orton in your background and Undertaker.
Finally, I know, right? Dude, hang on. Let me get.
Dude, is this new camera crew? This camera is gorgeous.
Yeah, I know.
This is on my phone.
Oh,
this is literally. Yeah, I'm doing this through the mobile app right now.
I'll say your camera looks better than mine.
Camera.
The funny thing is, The funny thing is, this camera is on a Samsung Galaxy S22. This is the 22.
Shit.
Yeah. But yeah.
Got that flex.
No. All right, dude. Now, if I wanted to flex, I'd have been like, "Oh, this is on the 24."
I like that laugh. You sound like Pastor Frank.
Oh my god, dude, that was the best. That was the best Sunday ever, bro.
Man.
That was the best one ever.
I'm telling you, at my wedding, the guy who's going to officiate is like, let's all pray. I'm just going to put my head down and go.
But
Oh no.
But nah, congratulations to us for finally hitting double digits. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt, man. I mean, I was telling Dave, during our first shot at this, our second episode in, our account gets banned for something that we didn't do, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what was conspiring against us, but hey, we're pushing through this, so
Absolutely,
we're doing
man.
we're doing something right.
Cruz, you actually you joined. We are actually kind of on the tail end of talking about our football talk. We were talking about the Cowboys. We're gonna kind of just go over a little bit of the rest of the games, not into too much detail, just because it's preseason. But
yeah,
y'all bring up the CD Lamb situation.
That's the next thing I was going to talk about.
Oh, there you go.
Go ahead and take that one away, man.
So I've heard rumors, I've seen reports of there's a Dallas Cowboys insider that's saying that Stephen Jones talked to CeeDee Lamb himself and promised him a contract before the season starts. And I'm thinking at this point, the Cowboys have, I want to say that they have no leverage, but they do because they're the Cowboys. But at the same time, they always do this. They waited and gave Dak this contract where he put up a no trade clause. They put up all this stuff where basically he was guaranteed all this money. They did the same thing with Zeke. They waited till the end of training camp. And now they're doing the same thing with CD. And now they're going to wait till right before the season starts to sign him. Now, I know they're going to. I don't think they're not going to. But it's just a matter of why is it taking so fucking long?
It feels like I've noticed this the past couple years, just like glimpses here and there, but it always seems like, I don't know if this is for anybody else, but I've seen the Cowboys do this mostly. They always wait till the last second.
That's a Cowboy.
Definitely a Cowboy
get all
thing.
these big contracts and all the big names still to like stay with them, and then like half the time it doesn't even work out.
But
that's Jerry Jones being Jerry Jones.
We actually heard. I heard that Dak was in a press conference and pretty much said that the deal that they're offering for him is looking good. So I don't know if that's a scare tactic to scare CeeDee Lamb into signing, or I don't know.
Well, the scare tactic is scaring me. Look, Dak was a good guy and whatnot. All around, he's a good guy. I think he's a good player. I think he's easily a top 10 quarterback. Yeah. But he's not doing it for us.
Yeah.
And I mean,
it was like Josh Allen in Buffalo.
What? I still like Josh Allen, though. I think Josh Allen's underrated.
Yeah, well, he's going to be even worse this year because all of his team left.
Yeah. But, just piggybacking off of what you said about CeeDee Lamb, I did. So there is somebody who I follow on Threads and whatnot, and he did post this earlier, and Ricky were talking about it. So I don't know if the seriousness behind this or not, but he posted that wide receiver CeeDee Lamb reportedly believes that the $33 million per year offer is too low for him to re-sign with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Per Mike Garofalo.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, I really hope that's not the case because, I mean, if that's the case, then CeeDee Lamb is trying to be the highest paid receiver in the NFL. Because, as we all know, we reported a couple weeks back that the Vikings signed Jay Jets to that deal for, what was it, 135, 136?
140.
Okay, whatever. Making him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL, and then right behind him is AJ Brown.
It was
So
140 with 110 guaranteed.
okay, great. But still, right behind Jay Jets is AJ Brown of the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, so according to what I've seen and read, if CeeDee Lamb was to take this $33 million over the next 4 years, that would make him the second highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. And if he's saying that that's not enough for him, then I can only assume that he's trying to be the highest paid player in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, with fair right. I mean, I'm not going to say he doesn't deserve it and whatnot, because I mean, he led the league. I don't know. Did he lead the league last year in receiving yards? I'm not 100% sure.
No, he was right behind Tyreek.
Okay, well, fine. He was up there in like the top 5, top 3. Okay.
Yeah, he was like 60-something yards, I think, away from Tyreek.
Okay, so I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it and whatnot, but I mean, but it's hard to say because I mean, you know, Justin Jefferson and whatnot, he plays for the Vikings. They haven't done anything in forever. You know, CeeDee Lamb is with the Cowboys. We do good during regular season, but then come postseason time, we shoot ourselves in the foot and whatnot. So I don't know. It's hard to gauge. What do you think, Rafe?
Response?
No, I was checking the stats real quick. So he was 50 yards exact away from Tyreek Hill, but he was still ranked as the number 1 receiver. Which honestly, off subject, Tyreek Hill being the number 1 player in football according to the top 100.
I think that's dumb.
Kiss my ass.
It's because he can run fast. I mean, that's the only reason why. Because he can run fast. Good for you.
Okay, sorry. Going back to your question. What was that again?
I said, how do you feel about him saying that the $33 million per year is not high?
To be honest with you, I don't know if that's him saying that because from what I've heard, he's talked to Micah, he's talked to Dak, he's talked to the other receivers in his group, and they've all said that he's ready to get back and play, but his agent is pushing this off. His agent is the one who's kind of doing this. And I know he wants to be on the field. He looks better. He's bulked up a lot. I mean, but in my opinion, I would want to see him continue, you know, that amount of production.
Yeah, no doubt.
Before making that claim. He has gotten better every year. His stats have gone up every year. But last year, at the beginning of the year, he started slow.
He started very slow. And I can attest to this because he was my number 1 pick last year in our draft. And the first 3 weeks in, I thought I was going to have to trade him away because
he was not good. Yep.
It wasn't there at all. But after week 3, he turned it on. And once he turned it on, he didn't turn it off.
Yep. So I think, does he deserve it? Yes. But from a business standpoint, you have to look at it as Micah's got a contract coming up.
Yes, he does.
You know, you've got other people on this team that are not going to say more important than you, but as important as you that you need to take care of as well. You can't be, you know, selfish dick.
Yeah, I agree. And you made a good point. Micah's got a contract coming up. At some point, you're going to have to rework Diggs into the mix. Yeah. At some point, you're going to have to, if Deron Bland has another great season, you're going to have to rework him into the mix. And then your offensive line, if the Dallas offensive line is as good as everyone is making it out to be this year, you're going to have to pay all of them as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but as you were talking, I was thinking to myself. So a lot of these contracts that are signed have a lot of incentives in them. Like, okay, so it says you can make, you know, $33 million per year and whatnot. But if you hit so and so, or if you do a so and so, you can make like another $750,000 to $1 million a year. My question is that do you think if Dallas kept it at $33 million and worked in an incentive with him, that if you If you get 1,700 yards again, you'll make another 750,000. If you get X amount of touchdowns again, we'll throw in another million and whatnot per year. Do you think he would sign then?
I would say so, to be honest with you, because if you
And it
believe
makes
in
it
yourself that much and you can guarantee that production, then you should have no problem signing that deal, unless you feel like you're going to fall off. And at
Yeah.
that point, you don't deserve the money.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're already making $33 million a year or whatnot. But if you hit these other escapades and whatnot, what's to stop you from making 34? What's to stop you from making 35?
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I just had a random thought in my head because I know that a lot of players like have these incentives and whatnot. Like a couple of years ago when Tom Brady was still playing with Gronk.
Yeah.
Do you remember that game? He threw to him again, even despite the fact that the game was already decided and whatnot, just so Gronk could meet that incentive so he could get that payout.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Even
But
if it's a certain amount of receptions, a certain amount of yards, whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. But so moving on from that and whatnot, of course, Deaf fans go Cowboys and whatnot. Actually wanted to get your take on this today. So, breaking news today, after last night's performance and whatnot, the Las Vegas Raiders have named Gardner Minshew as their Week 1 starter.
Minshew Mania.
Hey, I'm not even going to lie. I was super happy when I saw this because a lot of people think Gardner Minshew is not that guy and whatnot. But to me, Gardner Minshew is like, what's his name? Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0.
Yeah. He just got that vibe about him, bro. Like, I don't know what it is.
When Gardner Minshew's on the field, like, even if they're playing against Dallas, I'm just like, man, come on, get in there. Do the damn thing. You got this. You just want to cheer for him.
Like Keanu Reeves in The Replacements.
Exactly. It's just like, he's Joe Flacco. No, not Joe Flacco. He's Falco.
Yeah.
He is Falco.
Einhorn is Finkel.
Einhorn. Oh my god. Oh man.
Oh my god. Gardner Minshew exchange Falco from The Replacements. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's like the first thing I thought of when I first saw him with his little mustache and all that shit. It's like, oh my goodness.
Great. So some other breaking news today. This one I'm a little baffled by. So I don't really look too much into this because one, I don't like the team, and two, I really don't like the player because of the person he turned out to be. The Buccaneers released defensive end Randy Gregory after he was a no-show for minicamp and training camp. Head coach Todd Bowles said he doesn't know why he never reported. So, you remember Randy Gregory, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was a Dallas. He got drafted as a Dallas Cowboy, kept screwing around, got suspended, got reinstated, had like maybe half of a good season, and then we cut his ass.
And then he went to Denver, and then he went to Tampa.
Yeah. And then he went to Denver, and then he went to Tampa, and then he ended up with no. First he went to Denver, and then he went to San Francisco, and then
That's right.
Then he went to Tampa. So again, I don't really like Randy Gregory because he was given too many chances, and he did not live up to the hype coming into the NFL and whatnot. And I'm sorry, but when you're paid that much money, you're going to tell me you can't, curve these things, or you can't live up to the hype that your name comes with?
Yeah. That dude's a douche.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought this was weird today because, like I said, I don't follow Randy Gregory because I don't like him as a person, and I really don't follow the Bucs because Tom Brady was their quarterback, so whatever. But I just thought it was interesting today that I was just I was going over notes and whatnot, and I saw that the Buccaneers released him because he was basically like any other job. He no-showed, no called, no-showed.
Oh shit!
But I mean, to anything though, like for mini camp and training camp, he just basically just I don't know, like decided, oh, I don't want to work here anymore, and just that's it, I'm done.
I only signed because I thought Tom Brady was coming back.
No. Hey, but you know what? The Buccaneers got something cooking. Let me tell you, I don't like the guy personally because of who he played for in college, but Baker Mayfield has got something cooking in Tampa Bay.
He's looking better.
Yeah, he is. And he's got Mike Evans coming back. Dude, I think Tampa Bay's going to be a team to watch this year.
Yeah.
Dude, their defense
They might take the South.
For real, their defense has always been good. Baker Mayfield turned it on last year. Mike Evans finally got an extension and is staying with the team. I mean, they're going to be a team to watch. Keep your eyes on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, no doubt.
Yeah.
And just so my last thing for football or for NFL football is I don't know if you're ready. I'm pretty sure you saw this today or not. The Vikings have signed corner Stephon Gilmore to a 1-year, $10 million deal.
I saw that.
You know, good for Stephon Gilmore. I really wish Dallas would have brought him back. I think he had a decent year for us last year and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I get it. Stephon Gilmore's a little bit up there in age now. But, I mean, I still think he's a great DB.
Yeah.
But that's really all I have football-wise. You got anything else from the NFL? Rick?
No, I really didn't catch anything else flashy this weekend, to be honest with you.
I just remembered. So my second favorite part from the Dallas Cowboys Raiders game, gentlemen, we have us a kicker.
Oh yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Cruz, if you didn't see it on ESPN, Brandon Aubrey is our second-year kicker. Okay? Home dude booted a 66-yard field goal last night.
That would have been good from 72.
Yep, and it had room to travel.
Dave, that's pretty awesome.
And that shit was down center, too.
It was, as they call it, it was true. It was gorgeous. That got me fired up. I was like, I wish I could get like him. So to wrap us up on football talk, gentlemen, we have teamed to the start of the NFL football season.
Yes.
Days, that's 2 weeks and a couple of days. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm making such a mess right now.
Yeah.
And if that's not enough, you ready for this? We have less than 2 weeks to start of the college football league and the Longhorn kickoff. I have got the date in my calendar. I have the date. It's a non-conference game, but you know what? It is the start of the college football season. My Longhorns are back. Yes, we've had some issues on offense, losing our running backs, but you know what? Our defense is ready. We are ready.
You're ready to take the SEC by storm.
I'm such a mess right now.
I'm so stinky.
Look, I'm just so excited. And to close out football talk, myself, that guy, and that other twin that should be here are all part of a fantasy league that will be drafting next Wednesday, gentlemen.
Hell yeah, brother.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this?
We're doing this in Discord, right?
Huh?
We're doing this in Discord, right?
Yeah, I think we talked about doing it live. Yeah.
I won't be able to have everybody that's drafting in this league on, but myself, him, and the other guy will be live drafting because Daddy needs some new hardware.
Oh God! I'm telling you, I like the ring. But we need to do that WWE style title belt.
With the belt, bro. He did talk. The funny thing was the last year when we decided to do it for like cash prize and everything, he did talk about wanting to get a belt for it, but I think the belts were like crazy expensive.
Yeah,
they are crazy expensive. I'm about to say you got $300 to shell out for one of those.
the prize pool will.
No, but I'm pretty excited for it.
I am too because you see, I'm looking to add something right about here.
Shit, yeah.
Tom Brady this did like 5 rings.
I'm ready. Getting ready.
Could be Booker T. 5 times. Oh my god.
Well, that's all we got for football talk tonight. So we're gonna shift gears into some wrestling.
Fucking right.
Like good old wrestling. All right, well,
Undocumented. What you got for us?
all right, well, let's go. Let's go back to Monday night. Of course, building up to the next PLE Bash in Berlin on August 31st, which is the last Saturday of this month. So in what next week actually?
Next Saturday.
Next
Yep.
Saturday would be Bash in Berlin, yeah. All right, so we had Rhea Ripley opening the show. But
do you know what's on August 31st, Rafe?
What's that?
August 31st is the kickoff of Texas' season.
Oh dang, we gonna party up that day.
Oh my god! Oh
They
my
take
god!
Colorado State at 2:30 in the afternoon.
So we're gonna be watching UT and then watching Bash in Berlin afterwards.
Oh my god, dude!
That's great. I'm sorry, Cruz. Go ahead.
We should watch it in Discord.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see if we can figure something out. But no, that's actually pretty hype though. That it's they're the same day.
Absolutely.
Big day on the 31st. Anyway, so we got Rhea Ripley opening the show. Coming out, addressing what happened with the fallout of the Judgment Day and everything like that. And then everybody's favorite mommy. Oh my god! Then we had another of everybody's favorite wrestler, Dominic Mysterio, coming out with Liv Morgan. But they were in the crowd.
You suck. You suck.
The amount of booze that man got before he even said a word was insane.
Cruz and I watched it together, and I'm not gonna lie, me and Cruz got shades of the Undertaker AJ Styles match whenever Priest came out behind him.
Oh my god, bro, dude, it was deafening. It was deafening. I wonder how crazy it was to hear it in person.
For real.
But I think my favorite part about Dom's promo was when he was like, Liv gave me all the chicken tendies, all the video games, and everything that I could want.
I get all the tendies I want. I play all the video games I want. I feel like a damn child.
For real. And he's like, you know what it felt like to be, bossed around by you, and he's going on this whole spiel and everything.
I have to call you mommy. Now she calls me daddy.
Dumb and everything like that. It was pretty great. If y'all haven't seen it, please go watch it. It was hilarious. So they're going back and forth, and then Rhea's kind of got them distracted, and she keeps bringing up, or she brought up Priest, and then just out of nowhere, Priest just rises up behind Dom and Liv, and then they do the thing where they're like slowly turn around.
He's behind me, isn't he?
Or Priest just immediately just gets him by the throat, and then he pulls him to the back in like the upper deck area, and he's beating down Dom, and then Liv with the squirrel tactics out of nowhere just jumps on Priest's back, and then just out of nowhere, I think there was another camera angle of this, but Rhea was hauling up the stairs, bro.
May I say, Rhea got up there fast.
Yeah, she hauled up there, and but yeah, she's getting on Liv, and they're, and I think she put out the challenge to Rhea for Bash in Berlin, and I think Rhea accepted. So I think that was
yes, they did, but they actually remember it's gonna be a mixed tag match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mixed tag.
yeah, it's Priest and Rhea against Dom and Liv. And then the first match was actually with Priest. He took on Carlito from the new Judgment Day, as they're calling themselves, the Third Street Saints, as I thought they were. Bro. But yeah, they go back and forth, and of course Priest picks up the win. You know, we still had JD shenanigans from JD himself.
That dude just ain't gonna let his head pops.
Dude, he got that big old dome piece on
Big
it.
old cranium.
Yeah, right. Then next we had Odyssey Jones making his in-ring debut against Vincent Winey, who I believe is he's a PC talent, so also making his little debut on there. Congratulations to both of them. Jones picking up the win from there. Then the Fighting Testament showed up, and starting to plant that wedge again between Xavier and Kofi.
The final testicle.
The final testicle.
That line was hilarious when he dropped that. Oh god.
No, it did not.
Oh my god, dude! That final testicle line came out of nowhere.
I actually have thoughts on this too. Once you're done explaining.
But yeah, I think Xavier was trying to get a one-on-one match with Cross, but Kofi was like, "No, we'll do a 6-man." So they made it official. It'll be Final Testament against Kofi, Xavier, and Odyssey Jones.
So my thoughts on this are, please don't do this, WWE. Please do not turn Xavier Woods heel.
Man,
I will. It's just not gonna go well. I don't.
It's gonna be really weird, bro. This is because I have a feeling. Although it's funny because people are also like, "Man, watch Jones be the one to turn on them."
Yeah.
Or Kofi and Jones be the ones to join them, because they're kind of like really tight right now.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Oh, Kofi and Odyssey are going to turn on Xavier, or Xavier is going to turn on." If it's Xavier turning on them, that's going to be really weird, dude. I don't know, man.
Weird. We talked about this last week, and I still don't think that you're going to be able to pitch heel Xavier Woods.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch Up, Down, Down anymore.
We talked about it last week. Who did we compare him to again? The heel turn.
Odyssey Jones. I think Mark Henry was one of them.
No. Heel turns.
Heel turns.
Heel turns.
We compared him to somebody when they turned him heel. It just didn't work.
Oh god. Oh my god. There's
R-Truth.
That's right.
R-Truth. Yeah. R-Truth.
Yeah. Remember when they tried to turn him heel with Cena? Yeah. It didn't work.
That whole run was so weird.
It was, and I just if WWE takes that route and turns Xavier Woods heel and whatnot, I feel like it's gonna be like similar. Because he's all the power and positivity and whatnot, and you know what?
Yeah.
What's he giving me the power of now? Negativity?
That'd be pretty funny. I don't know. I can't buy Xavier Woods as a heel.
I don't see it.
Or maybe it's not a heel turn. Maybe it's just him and Kofi splitting up. That's what I'm hoping. Maybe they give Xavier his singles push finally.
A solo run, yeah. That'd be cool. But if that's the route, I'm curious where they go with Woods as far as like a solo run. I'm very curious where they go with that. But,
Kofi and Big E have both won WWE titles.
Yeah, they both won.
Xavier's the only one that hasn't.
Xavier's won tag title, gold, and King of the Ring, and that was about it. But he's never won like a singles title. So maybe this is the time. Maybe he finally gets the Intercontinental title, like everybody's been wanting. I myself would like to see that.
I would love to see him run for that, but good luck taking it from Braun.
Oh my God, for real!
You're gonna need the final goal for that
one. He's gonna really need the power of positivity for that one. Next up, we had Alpha Academy versus American Made, which is still a really weird tag team name. in a Texas Tornado Rules match, actually. So all 4 men were in the ring at the same time. Actually, a very good tag team match. I enjoyed it. I love the chaos of the Texas Tornado Rules.
You know, it's funny that the week before, I think, remember we were watching Raw and I told you I hadn't seen a tornado tag match in a long time?
Oh, yeah.
And then it happens the next week.
And it was funny that it was a Texas Tornado Rules because they were in Austin for that episode of Raw. I was like, of course they're going to do it. Yeah, of course they were going to do it.
Oh, speaking of which, cool. Being in Austin, me and Cruz and I noticed a celebrity in the crowd.
Oh, yes. Yes. I think
you've seen Paul Blart, right? Yeah, it was during the Sami Zayn Braun Breaker match because it was when Braun threw Sami against the chair. Yeah. You can see. If you want, I can pull up the clip real quick just so you can see it, Jimbo. Yeah. Tell me if you recognize this person. Go ahead and keep going. I'll pull up the clip.
All right. But yeah, they were going back and forth. Otis and Tozawa had the match in control. And then Ivy Nile turning heel and attacking Maxine, causing distraction and allowing the Creeds to pick up the win. Yeah, interesting to see. I was kind of wondering where Ivy Nile was going to fit in all of this, but I guess now she's joining the Creeds in American Made, which again, still a weird tag team name. Oh god.
All that means now that what's your name, Sister Abigail has someone to play with.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh my god. That'd be crazy to see. Next up, we had a number 1 contenders match for the women's tag team titles between Damage Control, Io Sky and Kairi Sane. I almost said Io Shirai. I keep wanting to call her that. Versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark of the newly named Pure.
I forgot about this.
What is the tag team name called? I can't remember. I'll look it up here in a minute.
Dude,
or Ray, if you get a chance, can you look up the tag team name? It was like Pure something. I can't remember what it was.
We're just gonna go with Team Lesbians for right now.
Shut up.
I don't know. It was dumb though.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Yeah, Pure Eclectic something.
I heard the name on Monday night, and I looked at Megan.
Yeah, they mentioned the name, and I just immediately just.
So, pick names out of a hat or something, or
yeah, for real.
That.
So Sane and Sky were in control, and they were pretty good, and they were doing pretty good. So a lot of people have been saying this, and I never realized it. They're slowly becoming baby faces, and I didn't realize that.
Who's that?
I guess it makes sense because they're EO, like Damage Control.
Oh yeah, they are. They are slowly turning babyface.
Yeah, they're slowly turning babyface, which is very interesting. I'm curious to see where they go with babyface Damage Control. But yeah, Stark super kick Fire. Oh yeah, because Fire and Dawn were at ringside watching the match, and of course, I think it was Stark throwing. No, she super kicked. She's gonna super kick Sane, and then Sane moved out of the way, and she super kicked Fire, and then Io Sky, excuse me, was going for the win. But Dawn interfered, causing the DQ, and it was ruled a no contest. But I found the name right here. Pure Fusion Collective. That's their name. Dude, what a dumb name.
Hey, like seriously, just in the back and you landed on facts.
Yeah, for real. It's like they went to AI and they were like, "Hey, can you name my team based on our names?" And they just put in the name, and that's just what popped up. But yeah, but it was ruled. So it was ruled a no contest, but they did confirm. I believe it's for Raw or at Bash in Berlin. They're gonna have a triple threat match. Yeah, they're gonna have a triple threat match for the title. So it'll be them, Damage Control, and the Pure Fusion Collective. Oh my god. What a dumb name. What a dumb name.
Jesus Christ.
Dude. Rafe, do you have the clip pulled up, or did you want me to keep going?
I'm getting it right now. Go ahead and keep going real quick, though.
All right. Next, we had Randy Orton in the ring, face to face with Gunther. They're going back and forth, joking and whatnot, and joking each other. But then Gunther started bringing up his dad and his Randy's dad and his grandfather, talking about how they were like troublemakers and just made so many mistakes in and out of the ring and everything like that. And then we thought they were going to get into it right there in the ring, and then we hear Drew McIntyre's music. He started walking out to the ring. But Gunther noticed it, had his back to Randy Orton. As soon as he turned around, boom, RKO out of nowhere.
Which gorgeous.
Which Gunther, yeah, it was beautiful. Which Gunther said, you're not gonna hit on me, but lo and behold, there it is. And while that was going on, CM Punk out of nowhere coming back from more Drew McIntyre, and then Drew at one point had taken off his belt and he was about to whip Punk with it. He missed, dropped the belt, and Punk just went to town with it on Drew, just sending him all the way to the back of the arena. But I think it's gonna. I'm willing to bet it's gonna be confirmed tomorrow night. But I think Punk and McIntyre are gonna have a strap match at Bash in Berlin.
Punk kind of threw some shade towards that. Like he was like
he started really hinting at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting to see the CM Punk Drew McIntyre street fight.
Oh, for real? Oh,
That's
please!
I'm waiting to see.
If they do a trilogy, I hope that's the payoff.
100%. Ray, you got that cook ready for us?
You're ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch this.
Yeah. It was a very, very familiar face in the crowd.
All right, so check this out.
Braun breaker. Look at this angle. Sending Sami Zayn flying head over heels into the timekeeper's area. Not only the power,
that was
the agility
crazy.
of Braun breakers when he makes him. Sending Sami Zayn flying.
Look right here. You can see there's a better clip. Let me go back.
Where?
I think if you go, if you try to find where it's just Michael Cole and, because I think she was right behind him, wasn't she?
Right here. Right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was a better angle. I think there's a part where they have the camera on Michael Cole and Pat. But yeah, you can see her clear as day right there. I might be wrong. If there isn't, I apologize. But I think there was a clear angle.
Just tick breaker off as Sami tries to stay in this. Yeah, Braun Breaker has flipped the switch since that first loss, but Sami can end this. Yeah, looking for a clean sweep here, the champion. Frankensteiner!
That Frankensteiner was crazy. Yeah, Frankensteiner was crazy.
Yeah, I can't find it, but
that match was really good.
You saw that.
But yeah, there's a better angle somewhere. I can't remember where in the show it was, but yeah, you can. But yeah.
I did not catch that. I'm a good catch, gentlemen.
Yeah, it was literally blink and you miss it.
Yeah, Cruz looked it up and she's from Bryan, so we're like, that's got to be
there.
Yeah, so that makes sense. That's cool.
Really good. Yeah. But yeah.
Moving along.
Cool. Yeah, moving along. We had The Miz versus my God, poor Miz. The Miz versus Bronson Reed. So the setup for this match was kind of funny. Oh my God.
Great.
Oh my God, R-Truth. So there's a part backstage where R-Truth is talking to The Miz about, the match last week that they had and how he felt bad. So he told The Miz, hey, dog, don't worry about it because I got you a surprise. I got you a title match against who he assumed was Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. Then they go over to a monitor and they have the graphic on the screen. It's The Miz versus Bronson Reed. And The Miz goes, Truth, that's not Braun. That's Bronson, not Braun Breaker. And he was like, oh, my bad, dog. Oh, my God. It was hilarious. But yeah, so The Miz and I keep wanting to do it too. I was about to call him Braun Breaker. The Miz and Bronson Reed have the match, and this turn that they got for Bronson Reed is very interesting to see. Him just absolutely destroying people. So yeah, they get into it, and Miz kind of has a little momentum going, but of course, it couldn't stop Reed. And after a tornado DDT, Reed recovered and hit a tsunami for the win. And then right afterwards, Bronson Reed turns his attention. Do what?
He went crazy again.
He did. He absolutely went crazy. He just snapped all of a sudden and started going after. Well, he was going to go after the Miz, but he turned his attention to R-Truth and hit R-Truth with, I believe, 5 tsunamis, and just left him laying in the ring, just like Seth Rollins the week before. Yep. So, monster Bronson Reed. I'm all for it. I'm curious. I hope there's some sort of.
It's about time they bring that side out of him.
For real, man. Like this is the Bronson. If they were gonna make Bronson Reed a heel, this is the way to do it. This should have been how they do it for a while.
For real.
Yeah. Oh, little side note too. After that match, they showed Mark Henry and his son Jacob, who was signed with WWE. Yeah, which was pretty cool to see. It was very cool to see Mark Henry.
It was great to see. We're back at WWE.
Yeah, the home state boy.
Absolutely.
The homegrown boy. back on Texas soil. Very excited to see his son eventually down the line.
Oh, I don't know if y'all saw this or not. Just a quick note. I saw today that there was a report that within the next year or so, Big E might be cleared.
I
did not hear about that.
Yeah, I actually saw, bits and pieces here because people still ask Biggie about it. Biggie has said that, yeah, he's fine right now. Like he's not feeling any pain. All the stuff's kind of still slowly healing, and he can't really take, obviously he can't take any bumps or anything. That's why he hasn't come back or anything. He said he's trying to get medically cleared, but he said honestly, at this point, if it does happen, if it doesn't happen, he said he's fine with it because he also mentioned that he was 38 and he kind of feels like it's kind of like at that point in his life and his career where maybe it's time to call it. It'd be really cool if he came back. It'd be cool if he came back as a manager for Woods and Xavier. People also said it'd be cool to see him on commentary, which I enjoy hearing him on the pre-show and the post-show. So him on commentary would be very cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he comes back, it'd be that pop is going to be huge.
Just imagine like you just hear, "Oh, Monday Night Raw."
Oh, yeah, right. Don't you dare be sour. That'd be awesome. Oh god, it'd be cool to hear that one more time. But yeah, moving on to the main event, which we saw a little clip of right there. Of course, we had Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. Almost call him Bronson Reed. I'm getting their names confused. God dang it, R-Truth. God dang it. We had 2 out of 3 falls for the IC title. This one was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I love that they went the full three falls.
Oh, absolutely. Can I just say, though, that it was freaking hilarious when he threw Sami Zayn over the barricade into that chair, and Sami Zayn literally bounced off the chair.
Oh, my God.
I told Cruz, I was like, his ribs are broken. There's no way he's not.
Dude, the different angles that people posted of that clip is so crazy. My God. Dude, Jim Ross would be right in saying, by God, he is broken in half. But overall good. Overall a good show, a good Monday Night Raw. All right, and with that, moving on to SmackDown.
Oh,
of course,
I have to say my favorite part of Raw was when Orton RKO'd Gunther.
God, that was hilarious. God, that was funny. Dude, that and the Judgment Day stuff was pretty awesome.
they're making great strides at the Judgment Day, and I do have to say, I love this immediate heel turn of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, kind of straight to face. I love it.
Yeah, I love the slow build up to them being faces has been pretty awesome. Yeah. So I love the slow build ups to the characters. All right. So SmackDown, we had Nia Jax, the Queen and the current women's champion, opening the show. Basically saying that all the women in WWE need to bow to her, including Tiffany, which is very interesting to hear.
Quick thing. I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can see a better picture of who we were talking about. I just found. Yeah. Watch. Look right here.
No.
Pull it over here. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Yeah. Yeah, like there was a part where. Yeah. I was like, I knew there was a point.
I love how we're looking at this and right behind what's his head. Yeah. Just bam, giant boobs.
Yeah.
He did that on purpose.
I was like, I knew there was a point in the show where they have it on Michael Cole and Hannah where you can see her clearly. So Tiffany refused to bow to Nia Jax. Instead, she deflected it and had everybody's favorite tag team, Pretty Deadly.
Oh God!
We got the Pretty Deadly show.
Hey, bro, say what you want. Pretty Deadly is entertaining, man. They're entertaining.
What's out there?
Yeah, they're goofy as hell.
So she had them sing a song and perform for Nia Jax, and then we had Mia Yim come out from the crowd. I think breaking up the festivities and just popping everybody with a kendo stick. So it looks like they're building up to Jax's first challenger being Mia Yim. Yep. So that'd be pretty cool to see.
I believe they've already confirmed that she has that match.
Oh, does she?
Mm-hmm. They confirmed it backstage.
Yeah,
okay.
Because she came out of Aldis's locker room and whatnot, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven were there and whatnot, and
yeah.
Oh my God! Everybody's
freaking Chelsea Green. I was like,
oh my God!
She was mad because Michin got the match, and she was like, Nick, and she went.
Dude, everybody's favorite Karen, Chelsea Green. First match of the night, we had Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Of course, that little feud's been building up since Money in the Bank. Andrade was going into a 2-0 over Carmelo Hayes. I love this little rivalry they've got going on between Carmelo and Andrade.
They put on some hella good matches.
They really do. I'm glad they're giving him a chance in the ring.
I like Andrade a lot. I really do.
Yeah,
I like the ability, and contrary to popular belief, I do not like what's his name, Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes.
I don't like his character. No, don't get me wrong. The kid's a great wrestler. He's a fantastic wrestler. He moves, hops around the ring and whatnot. He's clearly a textbook wrestler. I just don't like his character.
I liked him in NXT. I just think he needs that one. He needs that one match or that one moment that's finally going to put him over.
Yeah, he honestly reminds me of Ethan Page in a way.
He really does. He honestly does. Yeah.
But good match overall. I thought it was good.
Carmelo actually winning that one against Andrade. So that was pretty good. So we'll see how that little rivalry goes. Next up, we had Blair Davenport and Naomi. I think they've been getting into it too the past couple of weeks because I think Blair kind of siding with Alba Fire and I forgot what's her name.
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn, thank you. Rafe's favorite women's wrestler. Bro, did he tell you? Did he
What?
tell you what he said while we were watching Raw?
No.
Oh my
we
gosh!
were watching Raw, and I was like, dude, I just can't. Something about her just bothers me. And he's like, what bothers you? And I was like, I think it's her overbite. It just bothers the shit out of me.
Dude. Oh, stupid. He was like, it's her accent and that. I was like, well, she can't help the accent.
No, it's
She's
her like her lisp.
Alba Fire or Isla Dawn?
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn.
He's so
The best part was, they get, when they call for the DQ and they get in the ring and they beat down Stark and them and Damage Control and they hold up the titles. I said that Alba Fire kind of reminds me of like young Lita, like back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And just out of nowhere, he was like, we're watching it, and Rick just out of nowhere, he's like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I cannot with her. It's just dead silent. And he was like, I can't, man. I can't with her.
She's like, so you want to take these titles?
I don't know this guy, but me personally, I like Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both cool. I think they're good. They're good bad guy wrestlers and whatnot. And I like what's her name as well. The one that Naomi fought.
Blair Davenport.
Blair Davenport.
I like Blair Davenport as well. She's a little on the awkward side. I mean,
She kind of reminds me of Paige back in the
She
day.
really does. Honestly, yes. She really does.
yeah, and don't get
Really
me wrong.
does
I
have
like
her.
Naomi a lot. I mean, she's cool, but I like Blair Davenport. I like I like Fire and Dawn. I think they're actually a really good team together and whatnot.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I kind of hope they keep that little group going because they've been very entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Blair Davenport picking up the win over Naomi. Then a couple of quick notes. We actually had Roxanne Perez in the crowd, which is very cool to see. It was so cool to see. It was so cool to see Roxy in the crowd. Yes.
Yeah.
Soon.
Man, I've been saying,
She wasn't the only one. Trick Willie was there too.
Oh my god, that was so cool. Yes. Oh man.
Ethan Page, I think, was there.
Dude, Ethan Page was there. Yeah, he was in the crowd too. Dude, please, soon. Then we had a little backstage segment with Solo telling Tamatonga if Reigns takes back the Ula Fala, he'll be the tribal chief again. So entertaining. I love that storyline, man.
It's getting good.
Bloodline and Roman storyline is very. We're only 2 weeks into that, and it's gotten me hooked.
Yeah.
it's getting so good.
Oh yeah. Next match we had KO and Grayson Waller, everybody's favorite Australian wrestler, not named Rhea Ripley.
That was a great match. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was really good. I loved it. Owens picking up the win on that one. Then we had Theory and Waller about to jump Owens until Cody Rhodes made the save.
Yeah.
And helping out Owens before their title match at in Berlin. Next we had Street Profits and DIY and number one. I believe it was the number one contenders match. Yes, it was.
Great match.
This was a hell of a
Great match.
match. Megan even asked me, she goes, so who are we going for in this match? I was like, I don't know. I have both of these teams.
I'll be honest with you, I'm loving the fire coming out of Dawkins.
Dude, for real, man. This is the push he needed, man, to finally get himself to that next level. Because I know everybody was kind of like dogging on him because he was like, "Oh, Montez Ford."
Did y'all see the move where Johnny Gargano went to do that dive through the rope spear that he usually does, and Dawkins caught him and turned him.
Yep.
And I was like, that was nasty.
Just like power slam him out of nowhere. Yeah, that was crazy. Street Profits picking up the win over DIY. So new number one contenders for the tag team titles.
Yeah. Speaking of tag team titles, one quick note from NXT: Chase U won the tag titles of NXT.
Yeah. Shout out to Chase U,
Ridge Holland, and
titles. That was so cool. Congrats to them. And we finished off the show with what a crazy moment that was to end SmackDown with the beatdown of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that was tough.
All I'm gonna say is he took people off.
Dude,
he put it on.
He had it in his hand, and he put it on.
That's it. That's the end of it. He took it. He put it on. He's
put it on. And then
I actually had a question I wanted to ask y'all on this subject. So, with that whole 3-4 year heel run that he had, do y'all think nobody coming out to help him was part of that storyline, or do y'all think they're just trying to build up a storyline of him trying to build trust back in Jimmy and Jay and his other family members?
That's good, bro. It wouldn't, honestly, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
Because in my opinion, Roman just helped Cody, but they just beat down Roman and Cody didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
man, that's god.
Well, to be fair, Roman didn't exactly help Cody. Now, was Cody assisted by what he did? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was an unintentional assist. He went out there and did what he did because Solo Sikoa was running his mouth off.
Yep.
All right, so when Solo and Cody had their match and whatnot, Cody was just the opportunity. Okay, Cody got an assist from him and whatnot, but it was not intentional. Yeah. He wanted Solo Sikoa to know that he is back, and the tribal chief is coming to reclaim his throne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that was just an assist, but it just happened that way. So I mean, I don't know. It could go both ways. Oh, and by the way, while we're on the subject, huge shout out to the Anawahi family.
Yeah.
So
I was just about to.
Sika is no longer alone now. Unfortunately, the other half of the Wild Samoans, Afa Anawahi, passed away the other day. Both members of the Wild Samoan brothers are officially together in heaven finally. So huge shout out to the Anawahi family. We send our love and all of our prayers. For years in wrestling, for people who watched and were able to see wrestling from all the way then till now, people like me and Cruz and Rafe, who has been catching up and watching all the old school stuff and whatnot. Afa and Sika, hands down, one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And but yeah, like I said, huge shout out to the Anawahi family. Our prayers are with all of y'all. Afa, we love you. Sika, we love you.
Yeah.
But
shout out to props to Rome. That was it for SmackDown. But I was about to lead in the Afa news, but props to Roman for still showing up to SmackDown even with this happening.
Yeah. Props to all of them. I mean, they're all a close knit family. So
I mean, 100% props to all of them because they're all part of the Anawahi family. You know?
And they didn't skip a beat at all.
No, they didn't. No. I honestly think though that you can tell that it was on their minds though because normally Solo Sikoa is more of a ravenous dog and whatnot. You definitely tell the weight of it was on his shoulders.
Yeah.
He seemed like himself and whatnot, but he was able to push through the show.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu with the fucking boot on.
A walking boot. Oh my god.
But I really enjoyed where this storyline is going. To answer y'all's question and whatnot, I think that for this story to continue on its epic path, that this needed to happen.
Yeah.
That Roman Reigns need to fall prey to them by himself before he could start, before he can start bringing people back to help him, or people can start approaching him to help him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my best guess is the first person to can approach him to help him is going to be Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then they'll get Jay on board, and then either another member of the family or Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the direction that's going to go in.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, he had it in his hands. He put it on. He worried.
He was Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, man.
He
right
literally
there.
said, if he wants it, he can come take it from me. And if he takes it from me, he is the head of the table. He not only took it, he put that bitch on.
Actually, I don't know if y'all saw or not, but there was a video posted of a dark match with Priest and Jey Uso, and Jey Uso actually came out with blue Ulufala in honor of Alpha.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
That's what.
Really quick, just going to go through some other news articles that I've seen that kind of grabbed my attention past couple weeks, if that's all right. First one, man, y'all are really going to like this, especially Jimbo. So it involves our favorite beer swilling, bionic redneck Texan, Steve Austin. So So Steve Austin says WrestleMania 40 appearance was close, which we've all heard the articles about, but he has teased he wants to be at WrestleMania 41.
Ooh.
So for those of you who don't know, Stone Cold actually has a ranch out in Vegas where they're going to have WrestleMania next year.
Oh,
And
shit.
He's kind of been hinting at on social media. He's done it a few times. I've seen a few of his posts that he might. He's not saying no.
Yeah,
but he's open to making an appearance at WrestleMania next
Chris,
year.
I'm just asking because I'm not sure. Is his ranch in Vegas? Is that the Broken Skull Ranch?
Yes.
Okay, that's
I
what
thought that was in Texas, or is that just where he lives? Like that's what his.
I think he might have two. I think he might have one in Texas and one there in Vegas.
Texas and Victoria. That's where he lives at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he has the Broken Skull in Vegas. So during the WrestleMania 40 Sunday main event between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, and I know we all thought about this. We all thought that he was going to show up too. The interferences from the likes of The Rock, John Cena, and The Undertaker led the wild climax of the show. One man was conspicuous by his absence, especially since fans have been heavily expecting him. Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was believed that The Undertaker's spot on the show was originally Austin's, which I believe Undertaker did confirm.
Yeah, he did. I saw an interview on that.
Yeah. Austin appeared on Unlikely with Adrian Hernandez and was asked about this supposed planned appearance at WrestleMania 40, to which Austin said it was close to happening. He says, it was close, and they certainly reached out to me, and we had conversations, but my wife and I had some things going on that I didn't need to go to Philly at that time. But I've said I missed that Mania. God dang, Philly was a good town for me back in the day, and I appreciate those fans. Couldn't make it down on that one. But WrestleMania this year is in Vegas, and I was doing an interview a while back, and I said, hey, man, and that's 400 miles. That's like right here where we're sitting, right down the road. Austin said, but anyway, it'll be in Vegas, so I hope to be there this year.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. If I hear that glass break, I'm nutting everywhere.
Oh, my God.
That's everywhere.
And like I said, he's teased before that he'd be open to appearing at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. But did also know in recent months that when it comes to one more match, he believes he has nothing else to prove. Which I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way towards Austin, but yeah, he doesn't need, he doesn't have anything left to prove. His last match alone with Kevin Owens was amazing,
fantastic.
He couldn't have had a better match than that.
That dude at 50-something years old taking a suplex on concrete that moment alone was crazy.
Oh yeah. He absolutely proved that he has nothing more to prove.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, he proved hands down that he is the toughest son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
And that's the bottom line.
Oh my God. I know, right? That is the bottom line. Bobby Lashley has confirmed that he has officially parted ways with WWE. Same with MVP. I know MVP recently showed up at the Bloodsport event, hinting at a match with Josh Barnett, the guy who runs the show. But as far as Bobby Lashley, it was revealed this week that former WWE champion Bobby Lashley has officially parted ways with WWE, ending his second stint with the promotion. Fellow former Hurt Business member MVP also parted ways with WWE, and it was rumored that the pair were looking to reform their old faction elsewhere, potentially in AEW, which I think there were also rumors that maybe Shelton Benjamin was going to AEW. I know they've kind of been hinting at that for a while.
Yeah.
A new trademark being filed could potentially hint that this is indeed the plan, and if that's the case, then a new name is inbound too. As noted by PW Insider, a company named Totally Harmless Concepts LLC has filed a trademark for the Hurt Syndicate.
Huh.
So yeah, maybe a new name. Let's see, entertainment services, namely wrestling. Yeah, so it looks like they got merch ready to go for this. It was also noted that this is the same company which tried to follow the trademark for MVP several years back. So, I don't see them going to AEW. Honestly, I mean, people have said that before that they're not going to AEW, but people have shown up in AEW before. So I mean, it's not out of the realm possibility. I don't see AEW. Maybe TNA, because Bobby Lashley did have a run in TNA.
I remember
So did MVP for a little bit, but maybe TNA. That would be pretty cool to see. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. One more bit of little news that I found. It's about everybody's favorite social media wrestler, Logan Paul. Logan Paul wants to become WWE workhorse, wants to wrestle at house shows. So I remember seeing the clip of this too. So Logan Paul's newsworthy podcast interview on Impulsive with Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, okay, this is when he talked about it.
That was funny.
Oh my god. Offered up plenty of headlines with notable points, including Paul revealing that he was not banned from Japan despite his previous controversies. Look that up. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
They also talked about Dom's wife not being bothered by his character on TV with the dirty Dom gimmick. And the revelation that the original plans for the custody of Dominic ladder match consisted of the child being hoisted in the air and hung above the ring. I did see the clip of that.
What the hell?
Dom mentioned. So basically, for anybody watching this, oh man, I want to preface this by this is a different time in WWE. This is back when they could kind of still get away from this. So if you've never seen the custody of Dominic ladder match, it was a match. I believe it was in 05. It was at SummerSlam. It was between Ray and the late great Eddie Guerrero. Basically, they were doing a storyline where Eddie revealed that he was Dom's real dad. Shut up. So eventually the build up led to them having a ladder match with a briefcase suspended above the ring, and it had the custody papers for Dominic. And Dominic was there at ringside, and I remember watching it. And it was actually, despite the weird story and the weird gimmick and everything like that, it actually was a pretty amazing match. It was a very good watch. If you've never seen it, please go watch it. And, just go in with an open mind outside of the weird storyline of them literally fighting for a child.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember I've seen the clip. Dom mentioned that the original plan was not for a briefcase. It was supposed to be him in like a harness suspended above the ring. And they were supposed to unclip him and carry him down. He was supposed to be the literal prize of the match.
That would have been so dangerous, bro.
They immediately shut that idea down when they said that.
Ray was probably like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Oh my god. I forgot who he mentioned who brought up the idea, but I forgot who it was. I think he said it was.
Was it Chris Benoit?
No, it was not him. Shut up, it was not him. I think he said it was
Finley, William Regal.
No, I think he said it was either Vince himself, which wouldn't surprise me.
Nope.
Or I think Eddie discussed it with Ray, and then Ray was just like, "Nah, man, I forgot. I need to go back and watch that." But yeah, I think they mentioned who brought up the idea. But yeah, during the discussion, Paul revealed that he eyed up more WWE dates next year, stating he wanted to become WWE's workhorse and even compete at house shows.
Wow.
He said, "I want to get active next year." I told Triple H, "I want to get active. I want to be the workhorse. I want to do live events." Paul has been a part-time attraction for WWE ever since he debuted back in WrestleMania 38, competing in 15 matches thus far over the last 2.5 years. During that time, Paul has main evented PLEs, Battle Top Stars, and Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and has reigned as United States champion.
I honestly
That'd be
respect
cool.
that, to be honest.
Yeah, right. For only having 15
I definitely
matches in 2.5 years or so, he's done very amazing. So him wanting I guess more or less a full-time schedule now would be pretty amazing to see. I'd love to see what he can do full-time, where we can see him more often in the ring.
Yeah.
My only question with that would be, is he going to have the time? Well, because
That is a good
you
question.
think about it, WWE is a full-time job, and they travel a lot. And not just that,
Yeah.
he's got a podcast. He's got the baby on the way.
Yeah.
I
Is he
think
going to
maybe
be?
that's why he said next year. Maybe he's trying to get like a schedule going,
Yeah.
like ahead of time.
I think he wants to take this time off to, be with his family, obviously, and try to maybe lock down a schedule that he can
No doubt.
be able to do both. And it's funny that you bring that up because I got one more piece of interesting news, and I saw this first on Twitter. So apparently, WWE is letting WWE talent take time off whenever they want.
I saw that.
Yeah. And I just found an article that says CM Punk details new process for talent requesting time off in WWE. So while speaking in a live episode of the Masked Man show at Fanatics Fest this weekend, Punk spoke on how WWE talent can now request to take time off, something which was not present during his previous run. What I think is now in place is a system and management that understands burnout. The talent, again, is so rich that if Cody needs a show off, he can take that day off. If I need a day off, I can take that day off. I'm so flabbergasted that there's a tab in the WWE app that you can click and you can request days off. Brother, it still blows my mind. It's a brave new world. This is a positive change for the well-being of talent, and Punk seems to be very happy about it. That's pretty awesome news. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did see that. Like they can go in their app and just put in, time off, and that's pretty good because there have been times where you can kind of tell when the wrestlers are starting to get burnt out, or we'll take. Like Seth Rollins, where he had his back injury and his knee injury. He took time off to go recover and get the surgery done. Or like Becky Lynch right now, who's kind of taking time off to be with her kid and try to figure out what the next step is. So this is pretty awesome that they're letting talent request time off if and when they need it.
Yeah. I had just two little bullet points I wanted to talk about. So the first one is back to NXT. I don't know if you watched it yet or watched the highlights, but it's looking like Joe Hendry's here to stay in WWE. He's challenging for the NXT title along with Wesley and Pete Dunne.
Yeah, so, I saw that. I think he did say that they're letting him jump back and forth between TNA and WWE, outside of this relationship they got working on, which he said has been very good for both WWE and TNA, which I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
And I know he mentioned that WWE is also letting him train at their performance center, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with Joe Hendry.
The other thing was I actually saw a clip earlier today. There was a surprise entrance at AAA. Nick Nemeth along with JBL.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my
God.
What the hell?
Dude, Matt Riddle was there too.
Yeah, Matt Riddle was there.
Really? Oh, it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just found it right here. Let's see. Yeah, Matt Riddle, Jinder Mahal, and Alberto El Patron crowned as champions in AAA. It was a busy night in AAA last night at Triple Mania 32, as several notable new champions were crowned. Raj, I apologize if I mispronounce his name. Raj Desi, formerly known as Jinder Mahal, teamed up with the newly aligned partner and AEW wrestler Satnam Singh, who I've actually seen in AEW. He's actually pretty good. To defeat Negro Casas and Psycho Clown and Dr. Wagner Jr. In a three-way match to become the brand new AAA World Tag Team Champions. Oh, snap, that's cool. This marks Singh's first ever championship win in his whole career. Jeff Jarrett would interfere. Oh my God, Jeff Jarrett! Oh, I saw that clip. I did see that clip. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett busted someone with the guitar. Yeah, would interfere on behalf of Singh and Desi to help them win the match. Additionally, Matt Riddle got his hands on some gold, defeating Laredo Kid and AEW's Commander to become the new AAA Cruiserweight Champion, which is his first title win in the promotion. This brought an end to Commander's reign, which lasted over 300 days. Oh, God. Dang, congratulations to Matt Riddle.
For real, though.
Finally, later on in the night, a rematch took place between AAA Mega Champion Nick Nemeth and Alberto El Patron. Nemeth was surprisingly accompanied to the ring by JBL, who watched from the crowd. Patron hit a low blow to win the match, and after a bout, it was revealed that he was aligned with Conan. And oh my God, he's with Conan. Oh, I forgot Conan was there. God, I haven't seen Conan in years. Yeah, so yeah, shout out to all those guys for winning gold. But yeah, I think I did see the clip of Nick showing up in AAA.
Of winning gold, I had actually one more thing I wanted to talk about. Congratulations to the United States for winning the Olympics of Paris. They actually tied in gold medals with China, but they had more overall medals. They had 126 as opposed to 91. So USA all the way.
Who's up?
And I will say, to be honest with you, they took they're taking breakdancing out of the Olympics because of Australia.
Yep. I saw that. I think I saw it last Friday or something like that. Yeah, I immediately saw the article.
That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. So look, I'm not trying to knock it. God knows that I can't do that, okay? But I'm not knocking it because the people that actually competed and won medals for it, one of them being the US medal, okay? We took third place in breakdancing, okay? Which is, that's kind of hard to say out loud.
Yeah.
But after the controversy behind the girl from, I think it was Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Dance performance that has gone viral over social media platform. I am not surprised. No, don't. Oh, there's a camera.
I hope they put that dance in Fortnite. That'd be awesome.
I am not surprised at all that they have already picked this from the Olympics. There's just, oh God.
I mean,
that's all it takes.
I guess they're kind of like, I kind of get what they were trying to go for. I guess they were trying to, freshen up the Olympics a little bit. Bro, for real. I guess they were trying to possibly, add something fresh and new to the Olympics.
No.
This was not it. No, this was not it.
Now, one sport that I agree adding to the Olympics that was a hit, surfing.
Yeah.
Yes, that was actually pretty cool to watch.
That, I'm sure y'all saw it because it went viral. Home dude that rode that wave that they thought was going to barrel him, coming out on the other side, launching himself like 1 feet into the air, just straight up. I was like
just uncaved.
Oh, that reminds me. So, actually, I don't know if y'all know or not, but the esports World Cup has been going on in Saudi Arabia recently with different game titles and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
I haven't been following.
I was watching the the Call of Duty championship, over from Thursday to today. Optic Texas, or not Optic Texas, and this tournament they were Optic Gaming because they can't say Optic Texas because that's a CDL trademark.
Yeah.
But so they went back to their Optic Gaming name. They got 4th place. The winners of that tournament was Atlanta FaZe. So congratulations to them.
Nice.
I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I like FaZe, but I do not like one of their players, Draza. He's a complete douchebag, and he can fall off a cliff, and I wouldn't even care.
I heard that dude just straight up sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible. But it made me happy because he was the only one who went negative in KD for the series, so I was cool with it. But so there was that, and then the other thing was for those of you who are Call of Duty fans, which actually makes me more excited about the weekend of August 31st, the COD Next event where they do the reveal for the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
I think we talked about this when we watched Raw.
It is on that Thursday, and then on that, starting I believe on that Friday, or it starts on Wednesday, and then on that Thursday and Friday, we get the open beta for Black Ops 6.
Yeah. Dude, so hype.
So I will be busy that weekend. Very, very busy. Longhorns football, Call of Duty, Bash in Berlin. I mean,
there's just so much going on. We are so hyped and so jazzed, especially since we're getting back into the football season and whatnot. And wrestling's going to start picking up as we get towards the end of the year and whatnot, leading into next year. There's just so much going on. And I'm so
yeah.
I mean, we got college football, we got pro football, we got wrestling on Monday and Friday, and then Tuesdays as well for AEW and NXT.
Let's just say these episodes are about to get a hell of a lot longer.
We'll try to keep it within reason, but we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're wrapping up for the night. Just a couple thoughts we want to leave off on. Just first, we want to say thank you. I mean, we have followers. We have people that view the videos and whatnot, and give us likes and whatnot. We have made 10 episodes, and y'all help us make that happen. When we started this, there's only 3 of us tonight, but we're like Cruz and Rafe have said, we're just 4 friends who wanted to talk about things that entertain us, like football and basketball and baseball and wrestling and all that. And that's exactly you guys are helping us make that happen. So we want to say thank you to y'all for the views. Thank you to y'all for the likes. There is going to be so much more. This is just the beginning. We're just scratching the surface. This is episode number 10. We'll get more hype when we get to episode number 50 because we will get there. No about that.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all got anything y'all want to say before we close out for tonight?
Nope, just one more time. I just wanted to send condolences to the Anawahi Fatu family. That was kind of hard news to hear earlier this week. As you can see, Boy Cruz has his Roman Empire shirt on. So
it was heavy news for everybody in the sport of wrestling. But we'll get through. Cruz, you got anything before we close out, my man?
Not really. Just once again, thank you guys for enjoying our stupidity on this.
Our shenanigans.
Our shenanigans on here, not the restaurant with all the goofy stuff on the wall. But no, seriously, it is pretty awesome that we finally hit double digits with our episodes. But yeah, we'll keep doing this as long as you guys keep supporting it. But thank you all again.
Well, you guys, for Unhinged and Undocumented, I'm the big man Jimbo with the half twin magic, Mr. Rafe.
Right,
and
guys.
of course, our resident undocumented man himself, Mr. Cruz.
Peace.
We will see y'all next week. God bless.
Peace.